Yeah, yeah. Got a lot on her plate. She doesn't play. Got a lot on her plate. Yo, she doesn't. Yo.
Yo, we want to ask Reece, why is he not answering the calls?
Yaro on, honest. Echoro on, no. Grab yourself. Ararabi di phone, no. Ararabi di phone, no. Barfonela, ararabi di phone. Echoro on, yeah. Nero on, ocho.
First of all, I'd like to send my condolences to Reece's family. Since his father passed away, I'd like to say may his soul rest in peace, and I'd like to dedicate a moment of silence to him. Now guys, has Reece mastered the art of saying less than necessary? Let's talk about how Reece is not on social media. Let's talk about how Reece never tweets much on Twitter. Let's talk about how Reece never posts too much on Instagram. Let's talk about how Reece lets his music speak for itself. Let's talk about how Reece never does interviews. Ever since Reece became one of the best South African rappers, he doesn't talk like he used to. If you can watch his behavior, the one he has now and the one he used to have when he was still on the come up, you'll notice that he used to, maybe let me just say, talk too much, appear everywhere, yeah, and post too much, and now he does less of that. Reece doesn't talk too much. He lets his music speak for itself. Reece doesn't do interviews. The only recent interview he has done lately was the one he did on Instagram. Let me play the video. And guys, please take note of what Reece is saying.
As Reece and what you're about and like where you're going and what you're about to do. I think I'm tired of being your front line. I think more than anything, I'm tired of being your front line. And not that it's a bad thing, but I think people need to understand like what you're doing, because like
I'm busy, I'm working, you know, just like everyone else. I mean, you don't have to be in the front line of anything, like the work will show.
So can they expect Paradise too?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, shit.
And when can they expect Paradise too?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm maybe exposing too much.
I don't know, though. I don't know, for real. I don't know. I'm still cooking, you know, taking my time with it.
So is this you not showing your face? Is this you exposing to the world that Reece is undercover and that they must expect more?
Yeah, something like that.
So guys, absence creates his value. So this is why when Reece speaks, his words become powerful, because we know we don't get to see him that much or hear from him that much. Reece makes music for people to relate. Reece doesn't live like a celebrity. Okay, let me just put it this way. In my honest opinion, I don't think Reece lives a celebrity lifestyle. What do I mean by this? If you can look at the labels Reece wears, you can see he wears labels that we as regular people wear. So in that way, we relate much more to him than most rappers. Which labels am I talking about? I'm talking about Vans, I'm talking about Nike, I'm talking about Ellis, I'm talking about Fila. This is what most rappers don't do. Most rappers, when they make it to the top, they start wearing labels like Gucci, Givenchy, all those expensive labels. So which makes it more hard for us to relate to them. Reece doesn't wear Rolexes, he wears a simple casual watch which we as regular people can afford to wear. Reece says less than most rappers, but he is more influenced by them. What do I mean by this? If you can look at Reece, he claims maybe much more than any rapper, but he says nothing. He doesn't do anything to trend. He says absolutely nothing. He trends because his friends love him. He trends because his fans desire him. He trends because his friends are curious about him. This is what most rappers don't realize. The more you say less, is the more people want to know what's happening.
Now you old rappers, you ain't even as big as my photographer. You tweet threads, I post pics with no captions. One of the few to use music to get traction. I don't need a PR team to get this shit happening.
When Baby Boy speaks, everybody listens because they know this is something that doesn't happen most of the time. They know they gotta listen because Reece doesn't speak that much. That's why his words become powerful as he speaks. But anyway, guys, the more you talk is the more common you appear. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. You can leave a comment of which video I should do next. But please keep in mind my English is not perfect. I'm trying my best to improve. I'm working on it. So yeah, bye.
I want to let y'all know that everything that I drop comes from the heart. And I would never play with you. I would never play around with you. Because I know somebody out there relates to my story. And that's what brings us together tonight, right? Because motherfuckers relate. So yeah. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. And I just want to thank everybody for buying my albums. I want to thank everybody for buying the merch. And more importantly, I want to thank y'all for fucking with me. So put your twos up for Double HP.